Today I'm going to go over why you should have your photography printed and how it can help you and lead to getting more clients. I also have a special deal for you guys to help you get started on printing your work, so stay tuned for that. Now, most of the time in today's digital world, the pictures that we take end up on Instagram, and after they get all the likes they're going to get, they get forgotten after about a week. So we take pictures and we move on from them very quickly without really appreciating the work that we did. Now, if we take those same pictures and bring them into the real world, the effect is much different. A picture that you might scroll by on Instagram could possibly hold your attention for a long time if you saw it big and blown up on the wall in the actual print. So having an actual physical representation of your work to have is a lot different than looking at it on your cell phone screen or the computer screen. You can actually see the true quality of the work, and you can appreciate it a lot more when you actually have a physical copy. That's one of the reasons why Polaroid cameras are so popular, because they actually spit out a physical copy of an image. Now, those Polaroid pictures might be much lower in quality. Sometimes they're blurry or dramatically underexposed, but we still hold on to them because they have more value. And if we would have took those same pictures on our digital camera, they would have got deleted without any question. So think about this. Most cell phones have a 1080 screen on them, which is around 2 megapixels. And I would say a normal megapixel count for a normal camera is around 18 to 24 megapixels. So when you're looking at the images on your phone, you're looking at about 2 megapixels worth of quality, when if you actually had a full-size print of the work and you can see the whole 24 megapixels in all its glory, it's a whole different ball game. Another thing you learn when you print your work is how it actually looks, because when you're looking at your images on a computer screen or a cell phone screen, the screen has backlights to it and everything, and pieces of paper don't have that. So when you see it on the actual copy of paper, you're going to see what it actually looks like instead of what your computer screen is making it look like or your cell phone screen is making it look like. The picture is not lit up by any lights or anything. You just have a physical copy of what you did with your camera. The image that you thought was perfect might look underexposed now. You might have thought that you nailed focus, but when you really look at it, you see that you missed it by just a little bit. It pretty much tells the whole story when you're looking at an actual print. Also, on the plus side, you can take these same prints and market them to potential clients. By seeing an actual physical copy of your work, a client is more likely to be impressed by that than by anything you show them on your cell phone. Imagine if I showed up to a car dealership to market how well I can showcase the interior of a vehicle, and I showed them this picture. They might be impressed, but I can do much better. Now, if I showed up with this to show what my photography can do for their car interiors, we might be in a whole different price bracket now. So they might think the image on your phone was nice, but you're really going to amaze them by showing them an actual physical print of the same picture. So just by taking a picture from your cell phone and showing them an actual print instead can take the shoot from a couple of $100s to maybe a couple of $1,000s. This particular book was sent to me by a company called Saal, and I've already experienced some of those benefits that I've talked about. To give you an example, I was on a graduation shoot and they picked the lowest package that I had available, and I showed the mom the pictures that I took in this photo book, and she was just amazed. And that client actually ended up picking my top package after they saw the book because they were so wild with the images that they actually saw. They booked me from the pictures that they saw on Instagram, and when I showed them the same pictures in this photo book, they were just blown away. So they actually ended up upgrading that package, and they bought prints because they enjoyed the prints that they saw in this book. So just by taking that same client from seeing the work on the cell phone to seeing the work in actual real life made a huge difference in the amount of money I made on that same shoot. Now, with this particular book, I designed it with an acrylic cover and leather accents on the book and the case that it comes in. And I also chose to get the prints inside the book done in high gloss, just because the style of photography that I do, I think, benefits from being a gloss finish. Some pictures that are not as vibrant and bright might benefit more from being matte finish. So that's just a personal preference. So you just have to choose which one will show off your style of photography better. I made sure to organize the book by types of photos, so I have all the portraits in one section, all of the landscape and architectural type pictures in another section, and I have like cars in another section. So depending on who I'm talking to or who I'm trying to market myself to, I can just go to that section and I don't have to worry about trying to find a particular image to fit that client. Now, one of my favorite things about how this book is put together is that there's no spine in the middle that curves down. So you can connect pages together and have the image going all the way across the book without having to worry about losing any of the book from the little crease that they have in the middle of a normal book. Now, besides using the book like this to market yourself, you can take books like this and sell to your clients. So if you did a wedding, you can fill up this entire book with pictures from the wedding and just sell them this whole book so they can have prints for themselves that they can enjoy in a nice convenient package. So you can use this book for marketing, and you can use this book for actually selling to your clients. So you don't have to get the book for yourself if you know somebody else that might want one. So there's tons of benefits of actually printing your work and showing your work in print form to clients and to actually make sales of prints to clients. Now the good news is Saal Digital is giving all of my subscribers and followers a $60 voucher to get started on your own photo book. So I'm going to leave the link down below, and you can get started on designing your own book. They make it really easy. You can download the program and arrange the pictures any way you like. Like I said, the book doesn't have a span in the middle, so you can offset the pictures to the left or right, or have them stretch all the way across the page. You can get different color accents like wood or white leather. So I highly recommend you guys check that out and get your work printed. Really see the type of quality that you're actually putting out and get a good idea of what your work is actually like. If you have a client that potentially asks you to get some of the pictures that you took printed, you wouldn't have a clue on how those things might look once they get on actual paper. So getting your work printed, I think, is something that's very important. Even if it's just one picture, get something printed and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Be sure to leave me a thumbs up, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and I will see you guys next time.